Welcome to Pull the Pin Already, a place where average veterans come to share their opinion about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But I promise you, we can give them to you anyway.
I'm Tim,
And I'm Nate. Let's pull the pin already.
and I'm never going to
Just,
stop laughing
just,
at that. I
just
don't
let
know.
me do. Just let me do it.
I think that's the best. That's the best idea. But I'm not going to stop laughing at that intro because, like I said, it's just
My intro.
different. But that's good. Yes, it's good. It is good. So how you doing, Nate?
Good. How you been?
Oh, living a dream, man. Living a dream. Yeah, I know you're busy. I know you probably work way more than me and hard to keep up. But we had like a new comment on one of our videos. I think it was a YouTube comment, but it was on like video 58. I'm like, what?
What are we up? What are we up to? Like 500 or something?
Well, I don't know. We got to be close to at least 3.5 or so because I think we're at 260 something on these, but we had quite a few other ones on the regular one. So. I'd have to look it up. I wish we just stuck with the same format, just straight across numbers instead of trying to be all fancy. And that's probably too much, more than we can handle. But either way, well, welcome to the episode. This is another Pull the Pin War Room edition, which is what we like lately. We will eventually get back to some other formats, but this is where we pull some headlines from the mainstream media and we talk about them from our perspective. And why is our perspective important?
Yeah, we're just average veterans who've been around the world and we know everything.
Right. So we're not tainted by the Special Forces, Secret Service intel that we can't tell anybody. So with that said, we're just going to drop the fact check, right? Because it's everybody knows that, right?
Everybody knows we've never been fact checked.
Yeah, legitimately, right? So, anyways, what's that?
All two of our viewers.
Yeah, 2. Well, maybe 3 now. I don't know who that other person was. When I told you, I know we've already discussed this, but like the bit shoot, the one that goes all around. Yeah. I mean, granted, maybe our stuff sucks and nobody likes it. Whatever, who cares? But we get 100 and some odd views on that stuff.
Can't
who
suck
are these
then.
people?
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, but who are these people? Like,
who cares? Viewers.
Yeah, maybe they're just accidentally coming across it. They see
whatever works. Like, oh, whatever works.
America. We need more cleavage. Can you handle that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because that seems to be the go-to moneymaker in these things. Not that we're out for the money. That's, for sure. We don't want to mislead people because, we would want your money so that we can continue to bring this for free. But we don't need your money because that's not why we're doing this. We're actually, I don't even know if you have anything set up to take money. So if you are a veteran and want to get involved, help us, get further on. Maybe we can make some merch or stuff. I don't know. Either way, let's get on with this show. First headline, Obama's personal chef drowns near the Martha Vineyard home. You seen this? This was all over.
No, I didn't. I just, no? That's the first time I heard of it. No.
Yep. Yeah.
Like in their pool or in the ocean or Martha Vineyard?
In the lake or something in the ocean. I don't know, wherever he was. He was apparently paddleboarding or on a paddleboard. I don't know. I don't want to say he was paddleboarding because I didn't see him paddleboard, but apparently he was on a paddleboard and he was with somebody. And he fell off and went under and didn't come back up. And the story's kind of vague from there. Whether the guy went in to get him or he just swam his thing and tried to find somebody to get him. Like, I don't know.
Wonder what he knew.
He knows a lot. Because he actually took him from the White House when he was in office.
It must make a good food then.
Sure. He's one of those fancy name chef things. I don't know. They got fancy names as chefs. Like a pastry chef. They got what is it? Sous chef or so? I don't know what it was.
Sous chef.
Yes, that's what it is. A sous chef. Yeah, whatever that is.
I think it's this person that makes food.
Oh, is it? I thought it was some fancy like name or something.
I don't know.
But either way, that's what he was. He turns up. My first thought was yes, maybe Obama pissed off Clinton or something. I don't know.
Well, they're on the same team, so that should be all right.
Yeah, but they would right. But maybe if they pull Joe Biden, they're probably fighting on who's going to, run the country next, even though Obama officially can't. We know he's behind the scenes right now running the country.
Michelle can run. I'm going to vote Michelle a Hillary ticket. That'd be a good ticket.
Right. Yeah. Why don't they just get married? Like, why don't they just divorce their dumb husbands and just marry?
Why are they going to get married? Why can't it just be president and vice president? Why can't they just run on the ticket together?
Well, because that would be the ultimate. 2 lesbian females.
I I
You
wasn't
know what
going
I
that
mean?
angle, but I
Oh, I was
wasn't taking that
so
angle.
check the diversity boxes. Man, that's how I was thinking. And maybe Hillary can get it. Could be transgender, and she can. I mean, we cover it all. I think that'd be great because we'll have a female that looks like a man that could be pretending to be a woman, and they're lesbians or whatever. Yeah, it'd be great. Um,
Well, on prior to that, chef. On to the next one.
yeah. Well, we'll follow that later because right now there's just not enough information.
Oh, okay.
Nearly 800,000 inactive registrants in Illinois voter rolls.
So what's that mean? So people have registered but just haven't voted? They're inactive, or are they dead, or you know what I mean? I can register to be a voter but not go vote. That makes me inactive, right?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe if you read the article, probably tell you a little
I
bit
probably
more.
didn't
But
do that. Probably didn't do
I
that.
didn't either. But I mean, this is not unnormal to have inactive registrants, right? I mean, can you imagine
Sure.
keeping up with all the dead people and stuff? And you know, I mean, like I can imagine it's possible to clean these poll rolls out, but there's probably somebody you're paying to do that, and there's probably a process. You know what I mean? It's not like the government doesn't have access to death certificates and things like that. You know, no different than you, the public citizen, can go find this stuff. They have access. So
Yeah.
I guess the question would be: is 800,000 a lot?
Well, that's almost the entire population of the state I live in. We have like 1 million, less than 1 million people that live here. So, but there's
Correct.
only 3 counties here. Illinois is a little bit bigger than Delaware.
So then the question is, like you just said, they're inactive, but did they cast any recent votes?
No, they're inactive.
Would would that make them inactive if they didn't if they casted a vote? Would that take them off the inactive list?
I would assume so.
And if that's the case, if they're inactive, um, do they still count against voting in another state? Like, so if they left Illinois, you know what I'm saying? Can you go to another state? Because that's what I thought that was all about. Like when you go get turned in your
Yeah.
license.
I don't think I ever deregistered from the state I left, and I
But
just
no, no, no.
re-registered my new.
Well, that's what I think triggers it. I thought when you turn in your license, you get a new license, you register to vote, they deactivate you from where you're
Oh,
turning in. That's what I thought, but that would assume the government's effective and efficient.
kind
Apparently, they're not.
of assumptions you making.
You know, I was trying to brighten this story up a little bit, but either way, Illinois, clean your voter rolls because it looks really bad.
We're gonna clean this headline off.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I didn't give you the right cue there, I guess. Huh? Elon Musk announces the end of Twitter's bird logo.
Are they
Do you even have,
rebranding? You know what they
are
call
you
it?
even? Yeah, are you even on Twitter?
No.
Of course you are, because we have an account on Twitter.
Oh, do we? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We have one on Facebook too. That got deactivated. That was
Oh yeah,
inactive, or yeah, that's an inactive Facebook page right now.
yeah. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I don't think Facebook is an option anymore. It's just junk garbage. But yeah. So I saw this, and he's branding, I guess, calling it X. And I think this is part of a bigger move. He's trying to make like an all-encompassing app. Which, you know what, this is good to me because to me, you know what this is competing with? It's no longer competing with your social media stuff. This is competing with Google. I think this is good. I think this is bringing Google's massive footprint to the U.S. to somebody who cares about the country, not somebody who's just got their own agenda. I mean, well, let me not. Let me. Precision matters. He might have his own agenda. We don't even know. The verdict's still out on that, but at least it's competition. So it's a little X. It's in his profile. If you go on Twitter, it's like on his. It might have actually switched already.
Is it still gonna be called Twitter?
Yeah, I guess so.
So it's still social media. And nothing.
Well,
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm
It's
not gonna
just
go to
one
Twitter
portion of
to
it.
look up something like I do with Google.
Well, actually, Twitter is really where you get all your news. I don't get it from Twitter or nothing, but I'm curious because if my phone updated, no, it's still the Twitter bird. So I don't know what I thought it was supposed to take place. I thought it was supposed to be like now, unless I have to update something. I don't know.
Now he's gotta get a new trademark and everything else.
Well, I don't know. I think it's the same one from his company.
Oh,
Like I think, yeah, I think he's already like had this in the works. And I didn't read this article because obviously, I mean, the headline says it all. But maybe there's stuff in there about his long-term goals, and which there are. I mean, like I said, his long-term goals I understand are to have the mega company and be like Google. Like that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? And maybe that's a parallel economy thing, like they talk about, like so you can pick which side. And I think that's the kind of thing. Like, let's get deeper. Like, I think that's what these lunatics are afraid of is choice. Like, that's why they want to silence you because they don't want an opposition opinion. But if you were able to open up a competitor that can gain ground without the corruption of money and stuff, keeping them down, then people would have a choice. And they're afraid to see that a lot of people are sane American people and they don't want open borders. They don't want children to be, not circumcised, but
Sex traffic.
sex trafficked, or have their genitals cut off in the name of, hey, I feel like a boy
yeah.
today or a girl today. You know what I mean? Like, most people don't want that crap. It's just that a loud, small population that gets all the attention and the manipulation of all the people trying to bring the country down. So I think that's what they're afraid of, is in a parallel economy. That's why when I think Twitter and our very favorite Rumble came up, not Twitter, yeah, well, even when Twitter was bought out, that's why they fought so hard to make it like, oh yeah, Elon Musk he's a racist terrorist. Like, every time something comes up to compete with them, they've got to bring it down because they don't want people to have their own opinion that opposes theirs.
No.
And that's becoming more evident. I mean, you saw I didn't have the headline, but did you see the RFK censor thing? He's a Democrat. I'm not even a fan of him, and but I like people who speak to truth, at least truth as it is, not what they think truth is. He just has ideas I don't like and views I don't like, but he speaks the truth. And they shut him down in a censor meeting. They're censoring a Democrat.
You can't write the script. You can't write the script.
No, and they're just so blatant about it. Like, what, I can't believe people out there would be this naive, but there are people. There are people out there that still have Trump derangement scars. You know what I mean? Like, it just blows my mind. Like, wake up, people. Look outside your window. Just like in COVID, dude. Look out your window. People were scared wearing masks, but they weren't dropping dead everywhere. You know what I mean? If you remember, you ever seen the Holy Grail, Monty Python? You ever seen that one? No? Dude, you got to go see that. That's a classic. Well, in that movie, the guy's walking through the street with a car. I think they were making fun of, like, the time period. What was it, the Black Plague? What was it? Way back in the medieval times, whatever. But they were bringing out the cart. The guy's like, bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Because people were dying all over. You know what I mean? Like, that's hysteria. That's where the government needs to step in and say, hey, I don't care what's in this vial. Take it. Because if it's working for this guy, it's going to work for you. Not now. Not during this garbage nonsense. So, I don't know, dude. That was a long rant for something that had nothing to do with the bird. I can't hear you. Would you mute yourself?
Yep. COVID's done. COVID's done. Just like that headline.
Well, right. Biden declared that before, but nobody listened.
Speaking of Biden.
Speaking of Biden, FBI allegedly covered up VP Biden's 10 million bribe. More corruption file shows. Worse than Watergate.
Allegedly?
It's getting really old. You know what I mean? Like, how do you go hyperbole? Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. The worse than Watergate. Yeah, it could be. But allegedly, you know what? I'm just so tired. How do you deny this stuff? I mean, everybody gets their day in court, right?
Nope.
Well,
they're not going to go to court. There'll be no case here. No.
Right. And I understand if you're on the wrong side, you really don't get court. Sometimes you just go straight to jail, and then you happen to suicide yourself on a bed frame that's like shorter than you. Yeah. So it's just sad. I mean, this is getting old and sad, but the sad part is there's not an uproar. That's the sad part. That people complain.
Oh, there it is. There's the uproar.
Yeah, right. I bet that's even a truck driving by somewhere nowhere close, or maybe it's somebody outside my door that I need to be worried about, because she has not stopped barking. So that means there's something
Someone's
out there. Yeah. So let me just check for a second. Oh, it's a FedEx guy. No worries. She's just gonna bark for a little bit. FedEx found me. It's probably a FBI van.
Undercover. They just saw the headline pop up, so they showed up to.
They were just waiting for us.
They wanted to get on the show.
Hey. Is that too loud? Because it's going to be annoying in the video. But they were just waiting for us to go live on this show, and they're like, "All right, we got them now."
Just make the dog bark.
Well, we're just going to wrap this one up anyway. That's the last thing. We'll probably more Biden stuff come up next episode. So, Nate, thanks for joining us. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for your comments, shares, likes, your money, so we can keep doing this for free. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.